This is Jeffrey Hanley. This is my first instructional video, how to weatherize a window. So step one, you want to go ahead and remove the existing hardware from the window. So what we're going to do, we're going to take away the blinds. And you want to go ahead and set those to the side. The tools that will be needed will be our hair dryer, window cleaner with paper towel, scissors, a clean old washcloth, a tape measure, and a window insulation kit. The kit should include a double face tape and window film. What we want to go ahead and do next, we want to go ahead and actually clean the perimeter of the window. So you want to go ahead and use a damp moist cloth. I'm just using just a little bit of solution, just a little bit of pine sol with a little water, probably 1 part pine sol, 4 parts water. Just go ahead and wipe off the windowsill to remove any dust or debris. So this will make sure that the film adheres to the seal. Then after you do that, what you want to go ahead and do next, you want to go ahead and clean your window. And the reason why you want to clean your window is to make sure that it's clean, because you're going to be putting up a film that will be up here a better part of a good 3 to 4 months. So you want to make sure that your windows are clear and that you're able to see out of them. So we're going to begin with step 2. And what you'll need to do is go ahead and measure your window. So we're taking the initial measurements, and you're going to do just probably about right along these lines right here along the window. This where you'll be applying your double face tape. So you want to go ahead and just do the perimeter of the window. And our measurements are 18 by 47. So what you'll be cutting out a piece of film that will measure 20 by 49. For step 3, we'll be applying the double face tape to the perimeter, to the inside of the windowsill. So as I stated, we're going to go ahead and start by placing the double face tape. The double face tape should have actually came inside of your windowsill kit. And what you'll do is just go ahead and follow along the inside of the sill of the window. And as you're rolling it out, you'll go ahead and press it down into the windowsill. Now, you see right now I have my scissors. So what I'll be doing is I'm pressing it along. When I get to the end of it, I'm going to cut it. I'll take my scissors and I'll cut. And I'll go back and press it along the perimeter, the inside of the sill. So what I've gone ahead and done is actually went ahead and applied the double face tape along the inside sill of the window, and I've actually gone ahead and done it on all 4 sides. And just to reiterate, you want to when you do this, you want to make sure it's pressed in there real good before you apply the actual weatherized film onto the actual window itself. This will need to be on the window for at least 15 minutes. And I just want to go ahead and show you the film itself. Now, it probably blends in with the background. It blends in with the paint. So if you see my finger right there, that's what it is. It's a clear film, and the backing is actually white itself. And you can see a little bit of contrast right here along the window. You want to make sure it's pressed in there real good. So it's been 15 minutes, and what we want to go ahead and do next is actually remove the backing of the double face tape. And right here you see I have a little bit of a bubble, so I'm going to go ahead and just start to lift that off and take it off the window. And you want to be gentle with it. There we go. So I'm going ahead and make sure that I removed all the backing of the double face tape. And as you see, I went ahead and installed the blinds back into the window. The reason why I did this is because the actual blinds will be behind the actual film itself. Because these blinds were already installed prior to me putting the insulation up. Normally they would be on the outside, but because I don't want to do a lot of removing and taking out screws and make it more complicated, I'm going to go ahead and just put those back on up. And we're going to go ahead and begin to apply our film. And again, I've already pre-measured everything out. Again, the measurements for the film were 20 by 49. And I'm going to start at the top. And you should have, the reason why we went ahead and took additional measurements because you want to give yourself a little leeway just in case you make a mistake. And you want to go ahead and just slowly begin to apply the film to the window. And just take your time. There's no rushing. And just press into the window and onto the tape. Just take your time. There we go. And you want to maybe just grab it out to make sure you straighten it out as you apply it on there. And you want to go ahead and do the other side. And we're going to finish up with the bottom. So we're just going to press and do the inside of the window on the other side of the seal and apply the film. And make sure it's firmly pressed against the double-sided tape. You want to go ahead and take your time when you're doing this. No rush. Now that we've got the film applied to the window, we want to go ahead and begin the fun part of actually shrinking the film onto the tape itself. We're going to have a hair blow dryer, thank courtesy of my wife. And you want to start on the low setting. And make sure it heats up a little bit. Now, beginning at the corner, you want to begin to shrink the film. And just take your time. And as you'll see, it will actually begin to shrink. Now, because we had a little bit of an issue with the film adhering to the tape, I'm actually going to go along the inside of the tape to make sure it's really bonded on there really good. And I'm just going to move any excess as I go along. And if you see, you may not be able to see it really good, but it's starting to shrink onto the window itself. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it up on high to really get it on there. And I'm going to go back and forth, and it's going to shrink. Now what you want to go ahead and do is actually take your scissors and remove any excess. Now I did pretty good, so I'm not really caring about this little part right here because it's kind of trivial. But what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and clean it up along the corners. Just take a little bit off there so it doesn't want it sticking out too much. And along the edge at the bottom. Now for a little tip. What I went ahead and did when I took off my blinds, I made sure the wine was disattached from the blinds. And the reason why is that I want to still be able to use the window and see out of it. So I'm going to take a little hole and puncture it just a little bit. And after I punctured it, I'm going to go ahead and insert the wand into that hole so I can still be able to use my blinds.
Just to recap, the tools that will be needed will be scissors, a window insulation kit. The kit should include window film and double-faced tape, a tape measure, a blow dryer, an O-clean rag, window cleaner, and paper towel. Step 1. Remove the existing hardware from the window. Take a damp rag to wipe the windowsill to remove dust and debris. Clean your window with window cleaner and paper towel. Step 2. Measure your window and add 1 to 2 inches to your measurements. Cut the film to the applied measurements. Step 3. Apply double-faced tape to the interior of the windowsill. Allow 15 minutes for the tape to adhere to the surface. Remove the backing from the applied tape after 15 minutes. Step 4. Apply the film to the double-faced tape. Take your time and apply smoothly. Step 5. Turn on the blow dryer and use the low setting. Start at a corner and begin to shrink the film. Do not place the blow dryer against the film. Step 6. Cut the excess film to make it look neat. Here's a tip. In order to use your mini blinds, puncture a small hole through the film where the mini blind wand would usually go. Then insert the mini blind wand through the hole and reattach to the mini blinds.